Hiya. Um, I'm sure you must be wondering why I look the way I look. Anyway, it's a rather long halt um, that I'm here at all, really. It's a miracle that I'm able to talk, to even speak. When it first happened, the medical profession had given up on me. They they gave me at least a few months to live. Um, I was unable to speak, and I was unable to eat. In fact, I had a feeding tube attached to my stomach, and I had an incision here on my throat um, because I had stopped breathing, and a shunt was placed on my brain to stop the bleeding because I actually hemorrhaged whilst the tumor, the brain tumor, was acoustic neuroma, it was called, um, was being removed. And anyway, I think in the haste, um, they must have touched, cut the wrong nerve. Um, and as a result, I ended up being disabled. I ended up with Bell's palsy. Anyway, I was in a coma for a year, um, and I remember just before I went into the coma, this man, he was a care assistant, and he was wiping away blood, sweat, and mucus off my face, and I remember his words. He said, "You're going to live. You're going to walk out of here. If you don't, I'm not an African man." And he said it with such conviction that it gave me that inner strength I needed to fight, to survive. And so that's what I did, and I've been doing that for the past 15 years. I've never given up on me. I've never given up. I when it happened, and when I woke up from the coma, everything was surreal. It was as though time had stopped. Everything was in slow motion, and of course, I had no memory of who I was or what I did. I thought maybe I must be an alien, someone who dropped from the sky. and to cut a long story short, I still had to cope with the trauma of losing my arm, my left arm, because social services wouldn't give me what I deserved, or what I was entitled to, simply because it wasn't recorded that I had brain damage. So I did not get the care I needed. My soul was crying out for. So this happened whilst I was struggling to go to the kitchen to help myself to get a drink one evening. And I fell. Um, I tripped over when I was trying to go down these steps from my bathroom into the kitchen, which leads to the kitchen. And anyway, I was unconscious for 3 days. I was lying on this arm. And, I felt in such an awkward position that I fell on top of it and broke it. And I was lying on it for 3 days. And by the time, actually, my eldest daughter found me, and I think she was so traumatized by the fact that she had come across a mother who's half dead, barely breathing, and she rushed out to a neighbor, and they rang the hospital, the ambulance, and they came, took me to Chelsea and Westminster, um, and I woke up. I think a week later, I woke up, um, hearing my daughters reading out my poems, and that woke me out. That got me out of the coma, the unconscious state I was in. Yeah, it got me out, and then I was told by surgeons and consultants that they couldn't save my arm. Um, there was no, the blood had stopped circulating because I'm a diabetes type 2. And so they cut my GA arm off, my left arm. And I mean, it took me years. I mean, I found I was grieving for the loss of this arm. Plus, I was grieving for the loss of my looks. I've got a gap which I can't even reveal anymore. And that's the story of my life so far. Um, I'm going to sing you this song that I dedicated for my own father, to my own father, and my neighbor, and my spiritual father, our spiritual father. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop now. I don't think I want to say anymore. I'm rather tired at the moment.